Hey y'all. Welcome to my first official vlog. I did a quick walk around out here. I'm outside. To see what you could see, to see what you could hear. The lovely plains. It'll be interesting to see what happens when I watch this back. But so this is what I'm planning on a diary of an introvert to be. To be able to do this whenever to be able to talk, to speak my mind. I'm not gonna go there. Not going to edit so that you can see the full me, introvert, whatever else I got going on. I had the thought earlier today to do this on my computer, so that on my webcam on my computer, so that I would have my phone to look stuff up on, or vice versa. But that didn't happen. I'm outside. But I looked up the thing that I saved when I took that, I think it's called Myers-Briggs personality test. See, I can't even look up the date of when I did it, but it was some time ago. Do I remember the letters? INFPA or INPFA? It's one of those. Mediator. And yeah, it's gonna have to be another day to get into that. But I had actually meant for those letters to come out in my intro video, but you got it now. It's my first one. I gotta remember, this is note to myself, Lindsay, when you're watching this back. We are putting subject titles on the video title so that anyone looking through it, because I can imagine myself if I was going through someone else's diary of an introvert. I've tried looking it up, I can't remember what happened, but if I were to go searching for it, I would click on the video per subject if it just had a date on it, like I was thinking of doing. I wouldn't necessarily click on it. I wouldn't, go through it and listen to bits and pieces to get to something interesting. Not necessarily, I'd be more apt to click on something that had a title. Not to say that the entire video, well, I'm going to do the best I can with the titles. And so, yeah, the purpose of these vlog entries is to actually give me the space to get things out. Again, some people find it appropriate, some do not. I obviously don't have a problem with it. My family, my sisters especially, will tell you that I am probably, a little too open, maybe. Some people will be scared at wearing this much on your sleeve, making this much public. But I guess, I selfishly want the outlet, and justifying it by saying that it's an interesting social experiment. Because at the same time, me, myself, when I'm, looking at reactors, when I think about a video like this, it interests me. So looking to become my own best friend. I'm not going there. I also haven't set a time limit for these videos, so it's, I'm brand new to all this, y'all. Not that there's anyone watching yet, but so this video, this first entry, it just happened, and again, that's kind of how I want things to happen, is just to be able to flip this on and talk about what I needed to, what I'm thinking about. And this one is going to be about how difficult I'm finding this process. Because once again, when I say something, when I start telling people, because I did, y'all, I wasn't gonna, it just kind of happened. I wasn't gonna tell anybody. Dad, I could have kept it a secret from Dad. I could have kept it a secret, but I didn't. So since I've said it, I've told Dad, I've told my sisters. I think that's all. Anyway, so once I say something, kind of like I mentioned earlier about when I'm planning on exercise, I actually have a plan for myself, or I have a plan to do it. That's usually where it stops. Because of fear, because of fill in the blank. It's probably obvious, but I need to say it at the same time. And y'all, again, I'm sorry, I don't know where your volume's at. I don't know how loud I'm talking. It's in the middle of the day this time. This week has been another week of short shifts. There's so much to say. Anyway, so I've been able to find the motivation, the time. I am a little sick. I thought I was so worried that being sick was going to give me just another excuse to do nothing. Do you know how much I love doing that? And I'm not doing nothing, but I, especially lately, just been enjoying snuggling with the kitty, which I'm going to be posting a video of Rudy. Look at my little black kitty. She's over 10 years old and still haven't kept that straight. But snuggling with her in bed. And I've got a TV set up with Roku, and there's a Roku app where you can plug in headphones to your phone so you can listen to Roku through headphones and not disturb anybody. So you can watch anything finally on a screen and not bother anybody. And I love me some YouTube. I remember last time I had started, the YouTube channel back when I was doing the music thing, I was able to share playlists and share, you can share links to other people's channels and things like that. So maybe, at some point that'll happen, just because of, how enthusiastic I am and how appreciative I am to these people for what they've given me. Again, more gushing, more heart on my sleeve, more transparency. I mean, my God, I don't know what I'm talking about. But this is really feeling way better than just a video call with somebody. Again, introvert things, or just me, messed up me things. I can finally speak in the way that I want, in the way that I need. Not that is about me, not it's the point really. I mean, what I think the point is just my consciousness. I can't say that word. I noticed that in the other video too. Consciousness, self, my embarrassment, my just how guarded one can be with different people and different situations. I don't know if I said already, but I'm a little sick. I did. But the sickness is not holding me back. Oh, y'all. Yeah, I wanted to talk about, and I've probably left off, I've probably done a couple of tangents already, but there goes another. I wanted to tell y'all what has happened between now and then. I don't know how it's going to work upload-wise, what the timestamp is actually going to say. I am able, and it's not even like a discipline thing, it's just a action thing. When I recorded the intro video, I was able to upload it right away. So the way that I'm doing it is I'm uploading all my videos. It's automatically set to private. And my plan is to record a bunch of stuff and then make it all public at the same time or something like that. Or maybe set like like an automatic upload. I don't know exactly how it works, but set a time for each of them to come out, like a week or something like that. Not that would make much sense, because when people come across these videos, there's the downside is me being able to finish thoughts. I don't have the other side of the conversation to prompt me, to help me hold together what I'm trying to say. I had thought about taking notes while I do these so I can keep track, but I could see myself getting distracted and forgetting to do that too, or just somehow not working out. But let's see. So yeah, so I uploaded just a bunch of testers. Just I had a couple of videos just on my phone while I was uploading my first, like behind the scenes with my intro. And then, I don't know how soon after, it might have been that day, I can't remember, just because I was so excited, so inspired, and I went and found, took a little bit, but not too much. I went and found the software to record my screen so that I can do Sims and reaction videos and etc. And I guess the major one that everyone uses is this OBS thing, but apparently it's not Windows 7 compatible. And yeah, I'm still on a Windows 7 because somewhere I read that was the only operating system still able to run Sims 2. I have no idea where that compatibility thing is now. I know I've had trouble with it with different games in the past, so I don't know, I think it unreliable, so I'm not. And just, money-wise, I don't feel in the position or in the need to go out and buy a new computer. So, I mean, we'll see where everything leads, but, so, I mean, it wasn't that hard of a search. I found a little something, and, So you'll see on my first 3 Sims 1 videos, there's a watermark of the recorder that I'm using. Did that, and I was getting so excited. I think I had started uploading, can't remember. Well, and then with that, I had also done some tester videos of like solitaire, spider solitaire, and you'll see new ones up there now, because when I went to watch them back, I didn't realize they were in very poor quality. And when I had done the research, when I had I watched YouTube videos and all that sort of stuff, not as thoroughly probably as I could have, but on this software that I got, it mentioned, it said there was a clear difference between HD and 4K, which HD is perfectly fine. Because I think like on YouTube, what it's 720p. I don't know what all this stuff means. I probably should, but for some reason when I watched those videos back, it was so poor quality, and I might have even glimpsed a little bit of the first couple Sims videos that I did, and it was such poor quality. Little did I know, well, because I was also trying to hide it, but I didn't notice there's this button you can push that says watch on YouTube. And it takes it to YouTube. It's still private, but it gives you that little settings wheel where you can go to the quality and pump it up, and it looks just fine. But they're gone already, and anyway, so I let that set me back. Disheartened me quite a bit. And other things got in the way. I don't know if it was work. Work right now is doing weird things with their hours. I'm in retail, so it's not unexpected. And I also see God's hand in it, but that's going to be my second video today. I'll get to that. So yeah, that set me back. Started doing more research on other softwares, which it just, the new AI search whatever just makes it all the more frustrating. But internet search just in general is just, you get so many of those ads, sponsored things that pop up first, and now you've got this little AI box that's typing and trying to get your attention at the same time, but it's not even speaking English yet. It doesn't seem like it, and then you've got videos of everyone, all different kinds of people trying to talk about these softwares and not necessarily answering the questions that you think are simple enough. That's all that I had, and so it just got frustrating. And there was work, and then there's just doing life, which has been an interesting struggle. It's been a struggle for me, especially lately. It's gotten interesting. It's so easy for me, and I can't understand how I'm not alone in it, just to get into a mode of behavior, to get into a routine of what it was I have to get up super early for work, and I'm not the best morning person, So it used to be I was sticking to a pretty good routine just because it, it worked for me, not because I was consciously sticking to a routine, but I was waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes the cat would let me, sometimes not, which got frustrating, but I would try my best to get to my computer and get on some Sims 4. Somehow, just being creative, playing that game got my mind moving, and I mean, a lot of the time I would be listening to something else at the same time, or I'd have my phone set up on the side and be watching, having YouTube going or something at the same time. There was a bug next to my head. Can y'all see it? You can't land on me. I mean, you can sit on my shoulder if you want, but sorry, y'all. So yeah, my routine. 1 o'clock in the morning, Sims 4. If I had something cool to drink, that would be optimal, but just money-wise and whatever, I could never seem to get myself that. So, and then I had another alarm that goes off at 4 to to actually start getting ready. I'm out the door by about 4:30. Get to work. Get clocked in at 5. My work day as well has kind of been on autopilot. Well, work is a whole I'm not talking about work today. But and I just have to say this, maybe, another note to myself. On one of my test videos, if y'all ever watch, I noticed I mentioned about my headphone jack being jacked, and that is because it's doing that thing. There's a notification that says something about service. I'm not anywhere close to an Apple store or anything like that. I hate all that kind of stuff. It's frustrating. So I'm just dealing with it. My charger jack is not holding on to anything very securely. I mean, right now it's a miracle that it's... But I just jiggled it, so I don't know if you can hear me. Which is fine. I can put 2 videos together on my editor, I guess. I gotta see if y'all can hear me, otherwise I'm just saying a bunch of stuff. Oh, fun stuff. Hang on. It was fine. And I will not let that setback set me back. Even though I'm hearing noises around me. Self-consciousness happening. Anyway. No. I'm on a video call with somebody that I'm perfectly in my right to do. Oh, y'all. I was talking about patterns of behavior in relation to, currently how that has set me back, how I let that set me back, leading to today. Yeah, I mean, the norm would be when I get off of work, I would grab something for Dad and I to eat. Whether or not, I'm not going to talk about that right now. And I would come home and eat it with Dad. We would watch something on the couch. And, we'd be watching. And, once we're done eating, then I would jump onto my phone and play app games while we were watching YouTube or, whatever we were watching. And because the mode was getting off at about 1, So eat about 2 or 3 o'clock, and yeah, that would be eating, watching, playing, or whatever until, I would aim for a bedtime of around 6 or 7. That wasn't necessarily something that I'd put in place, but Dad mentioned it once, and it just kind of stuck, and this has seemed like a good idea, and so there goes my days. There goes my days. Which, why am I making a big deal out of that? Let me tell y'all. Because that's what this vlog is for. There is a struggle with just getting words out too. But being able to talk about that's not going to happen today. I was talking about the setback between then and now. So I got set back by the quality of the videos. The watermark didn't bother me, but the quality of it, if it was going to be completely fuzzy and blurry to where I wouldn't find it entertaining or watchable, then I had to figure something else out. I even tried testing out, I had a phone app to record what was going on with my phone so I could do reactions from my phone, and that ended up being weird too, which is not a huge deal since I already had the previous setback. I just have to do more research and do more, tests with other apps and things, so it's not a huge deal. But so I lost track. I was feeling so excited and so just raring to go with the Sims videos that I have, because I love that game. So I was even getting wrapped up in the story that I was creating for y'all to watch, and the way that I was doing it, the way I was able to edit it as well. Again, not doing a whole bunch of editing, but I think I'm just talking about when I'm playing the game. I usually play it in the 800 by 600 whatever, so I have to enlarge the window in my video editor, which the software that I'm using has, so I'm excited to figure that out. And just getting excited. So positive anxiety. And what I'm finally doing, I've thought about for such a long time, and what is still in my world, in my niche with my people or whatever, it's not necessarily accepted. It's just, when y'all watch this, I'm sorry. Hang on just a minute. I'm outside. Someone's burning something. It smells so good. You gotta enjoy those small moments, huh? Sorry, y'all. My microphone's right there. It just smells so good. I have to interject. I love my family. If y'all are watching, this is uncomfortable. This is going to be tricky for me to say these things to put a diary, to make a public diary, and say the things that I want to say. I am, of course, taking the precautions for real to protect names and all this sort of thing. And more importantly, asterisks, more importantly, ultimately, I do want y'all to watch. I do want y'all to listen. I mean, you can watch and listen to whatever you want. Whatever parts of it, enjoy, whatever. If you actually get here, though, we have trouble saying to each other. I mean, we say this much, but we have of how important we are to each other. And being the middle child that I am, what that means, what that has meant between us, that has gotten me into trouble. Being too open, being too transparent, being too open. But this is such a unique tool for me to actually completely say how I feel, and then to know that y'all will hear, that you all are watching. I can then complete it with and grow, and there are still words that I can't find to say what I'm trying to say. Here's some honesty. I might forget. I don't want to forget that y'all are watching. That any of my family is watching. Anybody that I know. And as a diary, just that's open to the world. I feel like I'm old enough now tired enough to not be so bothered by negative comments, by how ugly the world can get, especially on comments, especially on the internet. That doesn't mean I'm completely prepared for what could happen. But when it comes to the people I know and love, that is where I'm more concerned. Just being able to speak my mind, and they're involved in my life, and but still respecting them, still loving y'all. It's gonna be tricky, but know that I love you. That was an important tangent. Setback. Technology, work, routine, mood and physical condition has setbacks as well. Excuse me. Like I had begun saying I've let physical things get in the way of just giving me an excuse to be lazy and to not do things. But at the same time, I've been seeing these weeks of low hours as it's been the final push, the final insert word here from God to finally get me to do this. And so I've been so disheartened that, again, I had finally told people, the people that matter most, that this is something that I was starting, and then it was going to end because I let life get in the way. I let myself get lazy. But I'm back. Oh my gosh. This is it, y'all. There is fear. But there's reckless abandon as well. Ooh, the reckless abandon. There's reckless whatever in doing this too, which I've gotten in trouble for, so we'll see what happens. I'm watching these back. The only editing I'm really wanting to do is for to my fellow introverts ever, like, you're saying something for no apparent reason, just all the words you just blank out. It's still there, y'all. It's just give me a minute to get back to it. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen, and yet at the same time I'm nervous, but it's happening. Oh, okay. Maybe I lost it. Who cares? That smell. Things just got colder. Like, this week is supposed to be officially in the 60s, 70s. Like, I'm wearing a jacket. Cozy. So someone decided to burn some stuff. It smells so good. I'm still searching for it, y'all. I mean, I was saying, I'm here. I'm back. I had kind of a major breakthrough, which, now that I've said it, this is different. Now I'm actually logging it, acknowledging it. It's not just being forgotten about because I never actually told anybody. Never actually. But talking about the details of it is going to be something else. It's going to be a different video. But I just had I think it was 2 weeks of back to my regular schedule, getting really good hours. And I'm at, a slightly higher pay. So grab the opportunity, and I bought myself a cell phone tripod. Obviously, I'm not using it yet because these vlogs, it's really, I didn't realize it would be, but using it as like a phone call, a voice video call is really nice. The tripod does have a selfie stick on it, but I can't see myself using that just yet. And plus these headphones. But the other thing I did get was new Bluetooth earbuds. I really hope they work. They should. I don't know why the ones in my tester video, I bought them from CVS. I should know better. I used to work at a Walgreens. Ooh, identifier. No. I did research on that too during the setback on identifiers, what's safe and what's not to put out there. And got a bit confusing because of all, with all the things it said to not put out there, it said it was, an easy thing to find anyway. So, okay. That is definitely lighter fluid. So someone's officially grilling now. But y'all still don't know where I am, right? So maybe someone could find that out. But I bought these Bluetooth earbuds at CVS, and they were broken. I mean, they didn't work. I had to charge them, but the charger, kind of like my jack on my phone right now, you had to hold it at just the right angle and just the right position for the light to come on, and then for it to stay that way. I haven't had to use tape or anything, but it has to sit at just the right angle and just the right spot. I've got it on my bed right now. And then you can't use both earbuds together. And even when they're separated, sometimes the sound goes in and out. It's a whole thing. But it let me play Hogwarts. Yeah. So, but I got new ones coming in, and I've got ideas for, actionable ideas of things to do, things to start doing. I could do it now. I could do it today. But I get to do my pace. Because, like a lot of artists and interviews that I've listened to, read, seen, a lot of the times with things like this, you can't do it for money. And so I don't think I brought this up before. I am eventually going to monetize this, and I'm hoping it to be an income, hoping it to be, a job. Maybe, I don't know what that looks like, what that means, etc. But I'm not pushing it that way. I've been a salesperson. I wasn't even going to tell my family, so, I'm still not, I'm not telling my family to tell their friends, to tell their coworkers. I'm not telling my coworkers. Now that I've said that, I'm still not. It's just going to be what it is, what God does with it. Because his hand is in it. And that's got me moving towards the other video I'm filming today. And I will say this here, not on the other one. Who knows? But I had said before that I'm only allowing myself to film one vlog a day. I still think that's a good plan. But seeing as what I'm planning on doing is my intro video somehow is going to end up on my homepage, but I'm also going to use it as the first entry in my vlog playlist. I keep wanting to say channel. I wish organization was a little different. But and then this video is going to be number 2. I mean, it's going to officially be number 1, but it's going to be intro and number 1. And then I can do that way. This is notes for me too still. Guess it makes it easy enough to skip, because I want to give that to people. I can still, it's not going to be officially vlog number 2, but I can still put it as, it's going to be entry 3 in that playlist, but entry 1 in a new playlist. The next video I'm going to record today will be my testimony. Will be about me spiritually. And I will gush all about that in that video. Yeah. So, as diary entries go, as vlogs go, this first diary of an introvert. Did I get to talk about my topic? I think is going to be setbacks, or no, I didn't get to really completely talk about it because I kept getting distracted, and I don't feel like I was able to completely talk about it because, again, my mind is just very methodical. When I was, I guess it was just high school, but I mean, middle school you had this too. I mean, you have your classes, you have your schedule of classes. So when mom would ask how my day was, I would have to go through my schedule in order to tell her how it went, or what happened, and then how I felt about it. Not that we could finally get that far, but y'all, I messed up. And for some reason I'm wanting y'all to see it. But diary of an introvert. You can't see my hand. Introvert. And whatever else I got going on. Here I am. Can't wait to see how this goes. I guess that's it. I might have to develop like an intro or an outro or something. I don't know. But y'all, wish me luck or something. I'm gonna end this one here and record my testimony. Bye, y'all.